The Champions League qualifiers start tonight. However, due to us being champions, we don't have to navigate such ties and are enjoying a month off playing twice a week. However, whilst our rivals are playing in the Champions League qualifiers, we are actually able to earn more money in different sections of these qualifiers depending on the results from 3 matches. In today's video we will discuss this whilst also going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. 4 of Hoops' young talents from the Celtic B team have been recognised on the international stage. Josh Deedy, Mitchell Frame, Magnus McKenzie and Daniel Kelly have all received call-ups to the Scotland men's under-19 squad, as announced by head coach Billy Stark. This recognition is a testament to the hard work and dedication these young players have shown at the club level in the Lowland League, and it's hopefully an indication of the depth of talent coming through the ranks at Celtic. Billy Stark has named his squad for 2 friendly matches set to take place next month against formidable European opponents Belgium and Czech Republic. These fixtures will provide invaluable experience for the young Scots, testing their mettle against some of the best young talents in Europe. For the Celtic quartet, this is an opportunity to further cement their places in the national setup and showcase their skills on a bigger stage. Fans of the Hoops will undoubtedly be keeping a close eye on these fixtures, eager to see their young stars in action and hopeful for strong performances. Just 6 months after his £4.3 million departure from Celtic, Georgios Giakoumakis is already making headlines of a potential return to European football. The striker, who made a move to Atlanta United in February, has been in scintillating form, netting an impressive 12 goals in just 12 starts for the MLS side, after topping the scoring charts in Holland and Scotland. According to a report from The Athletic, the interest in Giakoumakis is heating up, with European clubs closely monitoring his progress in the States. With the summer transfer window in full swing, there's speculation that an offer for the Greek striker could be tabled in the coming days. However, Atlanta United seem determined to retain their star forward. Despite the swirling rumours, the club have been firm in their stance, insisting that Giakoumakis is not for sale. Giakoumakis' rapid rise in the MLS and the subsequent interest in European clubs highlight his quality and the impact he's had since leaving Celtic. While his time at Celtic was brief, he made a lot of memories while scoring a bag full of goals. It remains to be seen if any European club can table an offer enticing enough for Atlanta to part ways with their star striker. For now, Giakoumakis continues to shine in the MLS, but the allure of European football might just be around the corner for the prolific forward. Celtic are, thankfully, not involved in the UEFA qualifiers this summer, but that doesn't mean there isn't interest for the boys in these matches, as the Champions League playoff round looms. It looks increasingly likely that Celtic will be in pot 4 of the competition, so while that slim hope of pot 3 remains alive, that's not the main consideration. Chiefly, the bonus of the playoff round is that more money could be on its way to the boys should certain teams make it into the group stages. AEK Athens helped to that end at the weekend, as we explained here on Celtic News, with a result against Dynamo Zagreb, banking Celtic another £970,000 from the 10-year coefficient ranking list payout from UEFA. Dynamo are above Celtic in that list, with AEK and their playoff opponents Antwerp lower, meaning the boys are guaranteed to be a place higher than they would have been with the Croatians in the tournament. Each ranking step is worth another £970,000 to those who make it into the group stages, and there's more money on the line with the next round of ties. Both Panthikaiakos and Rakau are below Celtic in the 10-year list, with their playoff opponents Braga and Copenhagen above the Scottish champions. So, another £1.94 million would be on the way to the boys should the Greeks and the Poles make it. Rangers getting through over PSV would also land another £970,000 from the coefficient payment, but it's a net benefit for Celtic if the Ibrox side crash out due to an extra share of the TV pool payment as Scotland's sole representatives. Over the weekend, it was revealed that former Celtic winger Jota is set to depart Saudi Arabian champions Al Ittihad only a month after joining the club. This news came as a surprise to many, similar to the move itself. An update has now been given on the Portuguese winger's future post-Ittihad. On Twitter, transfer specialist Top Skills Sports UK says that the club have confirmed to Jota he can leave as a free agent. It is also said in the tweet that Serie A side Atalanta are also interested in the 24-year-old. If this news is indeed true, and the flamboyant attacker is available for free, it would be foolish of Celtic not to ask the question. Jota's Saudi exit is speculated to be a result of the free foreign player rule in the Saudi League, with the club looking at other players to join Benzema and Kante. Brendan Rodgers' team is in dire need of some quality in the attack, and it is certain Jota would provide that. It would be comical if the iconic winger came back to Glasgow. Next to no one of Celtic persuasion would be against it, although at the minute it doesn't seem too likely. Never say never though. Jota made a significant impact during his time at the club, initially joining on loan from Benfica at the end of the 2021 summer transfer window. Jota quickly endeared himself to the Celtic faithful with his pace, skill and ability. His performances were crucial in helping Celtic rebuild under Ange Postecoglou. In July 2022, Jota agreed to a permanent deal with Celtic for £6.3 million, with a 30% sell-on clause. He continued to impress in the field, showcasing his dribbling ability, crossing and goal-scoring prowess. Jota's performances included key goals against the Rangers and a stunning free kick against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, although the result itself was not good enough. Jota's rapport with the fans was exceptional, and he became one of the most popular Celtic players in recent memory. However, in June 2023 he was linked with a move to the Saudi League, with a reported salary of £10 million tax-free annually and an estimated transfer fee of €30 million. It was a big blow for Celtic, who were still trying to replace him. To see him treated like a throwaway player is disheartening, but the money involved in Saudi football means that the outlay for the player is a drop in the ocean. Brendan Rodgers will be hoping that he can finally guide Celtic to a win with a good performance, with Celtic still looking sluggish as we go into September. Celtic's recent injury crisis had come at an already difficult time of the season. After news broke last night of Mark Nowocki's injury, the Celtic fans may be looking forward to Ibrox with a little hint of nervousness. Nowocki's latest update means that Celtic now have 4 central defenders sitting on the treatment table. Cameron Carter-Vickers, Stephen Welsh and Nowocki will be out for a sustained period of time. And whilst Yuki Kobayashi could be on the verge of returning, we are still left in a precarious position, where one more injury to our backline will make the trip to Ibrox in just under 2 weeks' time look like mission impossible. However, with every cloud comes a silver lining. The events over the past week could be a huge opportunity for Hoops defender Liam Scales to make his mark in the Celtic team. The Irishman was one of the first signings of the Ange Postecoglou era, and whilst he only made 13 appearances in his first season, he still managed to score 2 goals. And to be fair to him, he hardly put a foot wrong either. The following season was spent out on loan at Aberdeen. After a difficult start at Pittodrie, Scales was pivotal in helping the Dons recover from being relegation candidates to a 3rd place finish and qualify for European football. Now he has returned to Celtic, and despite impressing during pre-season, Scales has still been heavily tipped to make a permanent move to Barry Robertson's side. But the tables turn in football. Celtic's current predicament means that Scales will most likely be thrown in at the weekend to partner Gustav Lagerbilk, and if all goes well, the Irishman could then be pitched in for the Glasgow derby at Ibrox. The next fortnight could provide Scales a chance to turn around his career at Celtic. It can be done. Just look at Anthony Ralston. The Scotland defender found himself in the same situation as Scales 2 seasons ago, and the rest, as they say, is history. Celtic fans, what do you make of the Champions League, and what do you think our realistic goals should be within the competition? Let me know down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Remember, we have released our brand new Celtic t-shirts. We have a Brendan Rodgers Pope t-shirt and our Celtic Ultra t-shirts too. You can find them at celticapparel.com or just go down to the link in the description. Thank you, take care, bye bye.